In my last video, I talked about 5 reasons why public speaking could be beneficial to your mental health. And today, I'd like to offer you an extra 5 reasons why knowing how to speak and express yourself in front of an audience can help you gain confidence and make you feel better about yourself because it gives you a sense of accomplishment.
A foggy morning river scene may be beautiful, but a clear and to-the-point speech is what makes a presentation truly impactful. So, let's learn to speak powerfully.
Hello everyone, this is Marie-Josée from Powerful Communication. As promised, today I'm going to give you 5 reasons why public speaking can really help you improve your life in general. However, if you're someone who suffers from debilitating stress or any kind of mental ailments, I do ask you to please do seek professional help. So the next reason is promotional growth. Public speaking challenges you to get out of your comfort zone. Now, that is easier said than done. I know, because every year, one of my New Year's resolution is to get out of my comfort zone. And just like the word says, it is comfortable to be in a comfort zone. So trying to get out of it sometimes can feel like you're in a jail. You just can't get out. However, when it comes to accomplishing something, being able to get out of your comfort zone can really enhance your self-esteem. Public speaker and law of attraction coach Bob Proctor said, and I paraphrase, he tells us to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Once you get out of that comfort zone and you get used to it, now you should strive to expand that zone so that you can strive to challenge yourself. That's the key word here, challenging yourself. If you remain in this comfort zone for too long, you're going to start to stagnate. This is deadly when you try to improve your life. So we should always strive to challenge ourselves. The effect is that it'll boost our soul. The next reason is it enhances your cognitive function. Preparing and delivering speeches is no easy task, but the whole process really exercises your brain, potentially improving your memory, your critical thinking, and information processing skills. Now, who wouldn't want more memory? I know, I would never refuse that. So knowing that public speaking can do all of that for me, I think that I'm going to try to get over my fear and see if I cannot practice enough that I will overcome this hurdle. I think it is so much worth it. The next reason is it facilitates self-expression. It provides a platform for expressing your thoughts and your ideas clearly. Now, we all know what we're trying to say. When we are thinking about something, the message for us, it's clear because it's inside our head. However, when we try to put that on paper, and eventually trying to give a performance or try and deliver a message to our audience, it might not be as easy as it sounds. I know for one that writing a speech, rewriting it is a long and a little bit arduous process because what I have in my head is mostly images rather than words. So when you try to interpret those images into words on paper, now that is a difficult task. So by practicing and doing it on a regular basis, because let's face it, this is a process that's not going to come overnight. The skills we're going to improve by doing. It doesn't have to be a very long time, but if you can allot time for maybe every day, much better. 2-3 times a week, okay. Once a week, sure. Just keep doing it regularly. Don't skip that step. It's a very important part. The work will be worth it and it will be beneficial to you. The next reason is that it's going to develop emotional intelligence. Learning to connect with diverse audiences can enhance your empathy and overall emotional intelligence. Nowadays, we see so many people struggling to communicate with other people. Why? Because we have this machine. Now, this is a very useful tool, but that's just what it is. It is not for communication, it is for giving information. How often do you see people sitting at a cafe? They're not even looking at each other, they're not talking, they're talking to their smartphone. Now, are they talking to each other through their smartphone, or are they talking to somebody else? And if that's the case, why on earth would they go and sit at a cafe together? For me, a cafe equals having a good time, spending some quality time with a good friend, with a family member, and talk about what's going on in your life. Just exchange with what's happening in your life. So developing emotional intelligence means that you need to look and observe what other people's needs are. And we can't blame people for not being able to do this because we haven't been trained. This problem stems from the beginning of the internet, which is not very old. However, the latest generations are the ones who are suffering from that. By learning to understand what other people feels and what their needs are is a gift that you give to someone, and it's a gift that you give to yourself also. The last one is fostering a sense of purpose. Sharing your knowledge and experiences with others can give you a sense of purpose and contribution to society. You may tell me, "Oh, Marie, I don't have any life experiences. I'm too young." That may be so, but here's a skill that you can learn: storytelling. Storytelling, of course, by doing it, the more you do it, the better you are. However, if you have a passion for reading stories, for reading books and reading articles and reading something interesting, retelling something fun that happened in your life, especially storytelling, could probably appeal to a younger generation. You might have a lot to say and a lot to give. I remember when I was a child, my parents sent my brother and I to a boarding school. Now, I hated that. Not because the boarding school was a terrible place to be. It was one of the best schools, and the teachers and sisters there were wonderful. I was just homesick. However, there was one time when I didn't feel lonely at all. It was at night, a little bit before bedtime. At that time, we had a Sister Agnes, who would tell us stories. They were so riveting. Her stories would fire up my imagination. From one night to another, I couldn't wait to see what was going to happen to Peter and Mary or Alice and the wild animals that they were fighting. It was so much fun. It was like watching a movie inside my head. It was that good. Several years ago, when I went back to my old school and went to talk to the principal, we talked about Sister Agnes, who had unfortunately passed away. But she said, "You know, Marie, Sister Agnes was so good at storytelling that she never knew from one night to another how the story would continue." And I would say, "What? Are you kidding me? The whole story was so well planned and so logical, so wonderful. How could you do this?" She said she had a gift. This is one of the best memories from that time. I'll never forget Sister Agnes. So if you learn by just having a passion to read books, stories, and use your words to entertain people, I think that could be a great gift to give to an audience. So by regularly engaging in public speaking, you can develop those skills, potentially leading to improved mental health and overall well-being. So why don't you give it a try? I'm pretty sure that you will gain something extraordinary out of this. And in the meantime, if you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like, share it with your friends and colleagues. Please share it on your social media. That would be very helpful. If you could subscribe to my channel, that would be incredible. And if you're having problems with public speaking fears, Down below, I've got a list of 10 different fears that can help you overcome those fears with tips and even some games. You can click on one or all of the links. You can get something out of it. It would mean the world to me if you could give me some comments or ask me questions. Just let me know what other topic you'd like me to cover in public speaking. In the meantime, I'm looking forward to seeing you all in my next video.